Today it's really hot weather in the Netherlands, and I'm walking um, my miles, and I'm sweating really like hell. So I wanted to sit down and drink some water. Um, I'm so busy with so many interested things surrounding the government, surrounding political brutality. And even this country, the Netherlands, we are so small. They have copied a lot of American behavior through people. It's like our humanity rights in the Netherlands is just slipping away. I refuse to talk about discrimination and racism and apartheid because it's there. Me as an African American Dutch woman, I can go very deep into that, but I don't want, because I really want to look people as what they are. But it's really, really, really hard. It's really, really hard. The Dutch country, we were standing in a line as very high respected country, and through the last years a lot of the quality of our humanity rights have been slowly disappearing, and we, the Dutch society, we are really feeling that. So a lot of people are really suffering. I'm today with my small bike. I'm going to walk a bit. Walk. Yes, let me show you my bike. Yes, I'm back. So a lot of our society is no longer. We are losing our humanity rights in many ways, and that's because of bad government. You know, I am liberal. I am really liberal, and because I work for myself, and I do believe in liberal way of thinking, but I think some things are just going too far in this moment. I am fighting the Dutch government on many levels, and believe me, they hate me. They hate me. They hate me going to court. They hate me having this YouTube channel. They hate me that I created these books with the title Thriller, The Dark Side of the Netherlands. But they have really asked for it because I was kidnapped. It's have been proven that for years the Dutch government have been illegally adopting children that's not supposed to be here, because people wanted to raise children, and people were really thinking that they were doing something right, saving the children. So you cannot even blame the people who adopt children for this situation, because it was a responsibility of our Dutch government. A couple of days ago, I told you about the farmers, how they have to suffer under this country. And of course, we are in a war, Ukraine war, and we are a very small country, and our Dutch government has a very big mouth. We against the Russian? No. We are very small. So the Netherlands have created the illusion that we are America. So this country needs to come back to the basic that we are the Netherlands and not America. So a lot of our humanitarian rights are just slipping away. And as a society, I'm making sure that the court knows. The court is not always the answer, but this is where you start, because I'm a part of a civil society, and civilization means you talk about it, and I'm going to court. In my life, through the last 38 years, the Dutch government have made so much mistake, and I created so much proof that they can even ignore me. Yes, they can in every way. But then I can finally start my case of humanitarian court. The human rights in France, they know that for years the Dutch government have been taking away a lot of humanitarian rights from the Dutch people in many ways. Like it's officially now that our tax here in the Netherlands, that many of them are discriminated people working on our tax. It's now also official that a lot of police officers discriminate black people who are working for the police officers, and police officers and black people who have to deal with police officers. So this is an absolutely scandal for this country, that international want to be seen as a social, respectful country. So my title, Thriller, The Dark Side of the Netherlands, really represent the bad things that's happening in the Netherlands to me as an individual, and not only as an individual. Sometimes some people ask me, your problems, is that only because you're black? Then if we talk about adoption, yes, that's because I'm black, and in the papers they say that I come from Haiti, very poor country, and I needed to be safe, so it was legal to adopt children. But if you talk about the political brutality that I'm facing, then I can say yes. The most people who get more punishment are black in this country, and the color of my skin is black. So more people of my kind, we are getting more punishment from the Dutch government than any other race. If you look at the numbers, the research numbers about the crimes that have been committed and the crimes that white people or black people come, then you see it's exactly like in America. If you are black in America, you get more punishment, you get longer punishment. And if you are black in the Netherlands, it's exactly the same. You get more punishment and you get higher punishment because you're black. So the Dutch government, they acting like this country is America. But we are not America. We're supposed to be a civil country where the human rights need to be served as said in the law. And with this government, even I am liberal, they are losing it. So many people are facing problems now with this government. Even if they are black or white, they are facing problems. So we as a Dutch country, as the citizens, we are coming to a united point. So Thriller, Betrayal, Thriller, The Dark Side of Netherlands is so much more than only my book, where I'm talking about Michael Jackson is my father. We are talking about really huge political problem. So my book is not a thriller. Some people had a big problem when I decided to put the name Thriller in front of my book. I didn't want to call my book only Betrayal, because it's not only betrayal. If you read my story and you hear about my life, then it almost sounds like fiction. Fictions that it's not real, because so many things happen that you think, no, this cannot be happening. This is fiction. So to make people understand my theory about my books is that people needed to understand that Thriller, Betrayal, it looked like a fiction, but it's not a fiction, it's real. Some things that are happening in my life, you only expect them to happen in a thriller, in something that's fiction. So what happening in my autobiography, in my life, that things happen to me, things you really didn't expect to happen, only in fiction, becoming real. And so me going to court and representing these books, Thriller Betrayal and Thriller The Dark Side Netherlands, as a part of my strategy against the Dutch government. Believe me, they hate me and they find it very, very difficult to deal with. And I think it's very important that I'm sharing all these kind of things, because even if you are not interested in Michael Jackson, this book will still teach you about what the Dutch country is about and how they have played out millions of children in illegal adoptions. And I'm so happy that my day in court will come. I'm so happy that I can share my thoughts about what's going on this moment. And I'm so proud that European Court of Human Rights, that they dare to say to the Netherlands, what are you doing to the humanity rights of this country? So I think this is really important that they are doing this. I'm with my bike walking. Today it's extremely hot in the Netherlands. It will be only 2 days. And I think it's so important to move, to relax and to reduce the stress, because this is a very stressful moment in my life. And I think sport is very important to me, because this is the way I'll be dealing to keep my head quiet, because every day something happened with the Dutch government, laws, lawyers, high people that I'm fighting with. But I just want to tell them, well, I can handle it. I can take it all, because the injustice that have been done to so many children is horrific, just absolutely horrific. That I'm saying Michael Jackson is my father, that I was kidnapped from Michael Jackson. Some people will say, oh my God, when the truth comes out that you are indeed Michael Jackson's daughter, it's more horrible for you? No, it's not more horrible for me. It doesn't even matter who is my father or not my father's situation. It's the same situation. Children have been kidnapped. Children have been kidnapped into this country, and the government have been ignoring it. I have made a video about political abuse, political brutality, where I explain very well that how the government have been ignoring my pain and suffering for years, because they just didn't want to fix this problem. They just really did not want to fix this problem. So now I am fighting them also in criminal court, because kidnapping is criminal. It's criminal. And I cannot say a lot about that because this court is really confidential. But I can tell you it's give me a lot of stress. But I will survive it, because I want this country to make a fundamental change in the right of families, in the right of children. And I want to have an illusion or dream or whatever you want to call it in that. You can call it whatever you want. Train is coming. I don't know how hard it's going to be. But I want to make a change with what happened to me. I really want to make a change. I know life is, things are passing by, things are coming. And I believe as human beings, we can make a change if we just stand up for things. Our beautiful Dutch trains. Don't you think they're pretty? I think this is so pretty. We are, Indonesia. Indonesia's Molux. The whole industry of the Netherlands, how do you say it? Metros, train, they were all built by slaves. They were all built by slaves. So the generation of children who were born out of slavery were very young. People have died for the economic of this country. So many black people built up this country in the Netherlands, just like many black people built America. So to live in a generation where the government thinks that because we have a color, they don't have to respect us, or because we are poor, some Caucasian people, they don't have to respect us. It's just, they just go too far. And kidnapping children, they just go too far doing this kind of thing. No child should go through that in life. No child. So what I'm doing to make to keep my head calm, so I can fight all these battles, is doing a lot of sport. Today it's really hot, but I wanted to go out and walk and do the things that I need to do to feel okay, because I'm not there yet. And I think sport is really something that helps you mentally. Sport makes me calm down. Really make me calm down, thinking about things better. So sport is very important in my life. So even today it was dangerous, hot weather. I just put on my shoes, my sporting clothes, and I just went out and do this sporting. And so now you can see some of the village that I am. A beautiful Soest. Soest. There's I'm not going to say nothing about Soest yet. Today I have put a link on my neighbor app. For the first time after 7 years, my books came out, and people are really killing me with words. People are really saying how despicable I am, and attention seeker, all these haters, you know. And you know what I do to them? I block them. People can have comment about me, about my life. They can, and I will how do you say it? I will not accept it. I will not accept that everyone can just say words to me because they feel the need to, when they haven't read my story, my autobiography, when they don't know anything about me. I am just not going to take it. I'm not going to take it. So that's what I really want to say. So if people are commenting negatively, I promise I block you. So everywhere people dare to put me down in this moment, in this horrible moment that I am in right now, fighting with the Dutch government, and I'm not scared, but it takes a lot of energy from me. And I have no work. I have no job, no work. I don't live from welfare. The government doesn't pay me any money. You know, I do this all on my own, on my own power, because I'm an independent woman. I have to be independent. That was for me the only way to survive, to be independent. So people who are going to give me a big mouth, thinking that they can say anything to me because I'm on social media, because I'm promoting my book Thriller Betrayal and Thriller the Dark Side, a book that I know that can educate a lot of people how to survive, because I survive in crime, and that crime is bigger than me saying Michael Jackson is my father. That's just a small part of the problem, because making a business, kidnapping children for adoption, that's really bad. That's really criminal, you know. And then when the children are there and children have the problem, put them all in a mental house and let them die alone, let them become crazy, let them kill themselves because the government didn't do their work well. This is reality, people. This is reality. So for me, that I have survived this brutality of this government, and that I was able to write a book about it, Thriller: The Dark Side of the Netherlands. I want respect. Some people say never ask for respect, because when you say respect, people gonna treat you badly. You know, people have treated me badly, but the way that I'm standing, I was always thinking, you know what? I'm going to be old. I'm going to grow up. I'm going to grow up so healthy as I can be. And when I'm on the age and I have the chance that I have enough proof against the Dutch government, then I'm going to court. And this is what I'm doing. So I have survived a lot of bad, negative things in my life to be where I am today, that I can sue the Dutch government for kidnapping me and kidnapping so many children and get away with it. And then abusing so many black people, children who became adults because they are black. So I'm really standing for something. I'm really standing for humanity rights. And I want, justice is a big word, but I want something. So this was Mocienne Petit Jackson. I'm going to close up this video. A new train is coming, so you see, I didn't go very far. And to my followers, I want to say thank you so much for supporting me and listening to me. And the journey is just started, because in 2023 there will be the court date. So till then, I still have a lot to tell you and show you and educate you about this country and what my book is about. So Thriller: The Dark Side of the Netherlands, it's the book that I want to be huge, because it's really educate people how to survive. How do you survive government shit? This is what that I can educate you about it. And how do you survive bad money? Because the Jacksons, I think they are surprised I survive all this shit, but I survive it. So with this saying, I want to say to my followers, thank you so much for following my channel. Take good care of yourself, and you'll be seeing more of me, because I'm planning to make much more videos. And if you feel stressed, if you feel mental not okay, just ask for support. My advice, make sure you eat well, do a lot of sports, because really taking care of your body really help your mental health. And I couldn't do this, what I'm doing, if I wasn't physically in a good shape, because you need to be in very good shape to fight the devils, government, organization that do not care about you. So it was Mocienne Petit Jackson. Thank you for following my channel, and stay safe. Bye bye.